Assalamu alaikum, this is me Senpai Gamersan. I'm your host Senpai, your host where we play different kinds of story type of games only with the different guides, tactics and the battles. Only the story modes and the events happen in the game. So right now we are playing, you guys know, Convicted Jailbreak. Last time we ended the Dexter Blackburn and Dexter Black sorry Dexter Blackburn friendship with the nurse, and the nurse is this girl, Jennifer. You know it. So you heard the alarms. This alarm is for low battery. Anyway, we will check it later. Right now we are playing Kyle Manson. So let's do this. So while I was playing, the starting of the game is he was finding his cell, and I wrongly clicked the story mode of his own while I'm doing 100% of this shit. You guys can see it just like I always did. So, you guys worried why it took a lot of time to uploading this video. Well, this is why. His traits are ugly, smart, bad temper. Okay, he is ugly, alright? So that's why people hate him, and that's why I hardly get survive in this jail. Right now, this last stage is really hard. Believe me, guys, it's really hard. I try my best. Anyway, so start study. I need to visit the law. Okay, go to the library room. So let's go to the library room. In the library, this guy looked like a joker. In the library, Rennie and Larry was reading a Shakespeare so loudly and drove everyone so mad that Billy and Coey told him to shut up. Larry flipped out and said that he was surrounded by illiterate degenerates. And Coey didn't get that and asked him to say it again. So brainy Larry ended up on the floor and Billy was beating on his head with biotechnical manual. As for me, if these books are not about small four-eyed badass magician, they are simply a waste of time. I walked along the bookshelf and found an elderly librarian at this table. Whence Tuta Apocalyptis was written on his badge. Wencestuta looked at me with his nearest side eyes and smiled. "What do you want, kid?" he asked. "I want to receive an education." I explained to Wencestuta what I need from him. The librarian listened to the inmate in many years who expressed a desire to take a part in the educational program. Well, I always know that I was kinda special. Damn it. Okay, what should I start with? "Fill out this form," said the librarian, handing me some paper in order to go to college. "In order to go to college, you need to tell the admission committee about who you are and why you decide to study. Do your best, kid, so that they won't reject you." "Not at all, kid," said Venstuta, and smiled at me with his toothless mouth. "I'm so glad to see that at least someone in this prison thinks about something except or stashes or munchies." Uh-huh. I went to the library exit. Branny Larry was sitting on the floor with his head in his hands. Billy and Coey and his fellas were laughing at Larry and throwing different rubbish at him. I'd rather die than become like one of these clowns. Prison is a shitty place since it's inhabited by scumbags like Coey. But I'm not like them. Now I have chance to achieve something in life. I need to fill out my documents, then I'll be able to start my studies. So I'm wondering why this ugly guy study. And this guy doesn't look ugly to me. I mean, look at this shit. This guy doesn't look ugly to me, to be honest. Okay. I spent few days filling out the documents, but it was worth it. I gave the essay to the Dexter to read. Seems like it was really emotional, cause my cellmate teared up and said it. The last time he had been moved this much was when he watched the movie Titanic. Bring the documents to Institute. I went to the library to find the Institute. I gave him the documents I had filled out, but I didn't find the librarian at his desk. Where is he? I looked in the beekeeping section and saw Institute lying on the floor. His eyes were closed. If the guard finds out the old man is sleeping during his work shift, he will be in serious trouble. Get up, geezer, I say Winston. You better not to sleep at work. Winston opened his eyes and whispered, Help me. Uh, uh, I'm dying. What happened to you? Winston was gaping for air. He was unable to produce any sound. I have already seen something similar. One teacher from my orphan had had a heart attack. Looks like the same is happening to the librarian. Ah, shit. I sat Vincent down and made sure he was breathing. Vincent needed to take an aspirin tablet. I found some and told him to chew it. Well, what the hell is going on here? Came from behind my back. I saw Turner. The security chief, Ted Bald Freak, beat me with his button just because he didn't like the length of my hair. The way he was looking at me, that furious look, made my heart sink to my stomach. I have already seen this. Garner used to look at me in the same way day by day. He was abusing me and other children, and at night we used to imagine burning our orphan to the ground. But now the old librarian is in trouble, and the Turner is the only one who can help me. The librarian having a heart attack, I say to Turner. We need to call the ambulance, but first at least the prison doctor or the nurse should take a look at him. Turner frowned and shook his head. It's the second time in the past few years, said Turner. Last time he hardly recovered. Leave the librarian alone. There's nothing we can do to help him. I was amazed by what I heard. A man is dying and the bald freak doesn't give the damn. I screamed, Call the doctor! Once you'd passed out, the cone standing nearby turned their heads towards me. I went on. The screw didn't lift a finger to help him. This can happen to any of you fellas. We gotta do something about it. But I didn't have time to finish my thought because severe punch in my back knocked me down. When I found myself on the floor, I looked back to saw Turner standing over. He raised his button to hit me once again. As a result, he hit my shoulder and back. The pain was hellish. I gritted my teeth, suffered this son of a bitch. He'll never hear me begging for mercy. Punches went by one by one. Soon the sound started fading. I felt like I was passing out. I went out the corridor to find out how the story with Vansrita ended. A few cones were hanging around in the corridor. They told me that Vansrita had died in the library. Turner didn't let anyone come close to him until he was sure that librarian stopped breathing. That's strange. And I was scared. I used to dream about burning the orphan to the ground where I grew up. That place seemed to real hell for me, the worst prison that one could imagine. Having got into the East Castle, I was dreaming to starting the new life, but looked like the fate had something else in my mind for me. East Castle turned out to be the place way worse than my orphan. It's the embodiment of evil and violence. I don't care about the law degree. Now I have another plan. I got to wipe the East Castle off the map. Damn, nigga. That is really bitchiest move. Okay. So I have to sleep. And then I managed to find out quite a lot. This prison lives according to its own rule, and most of the cons are trying to keep their racial group. There are three main groups in the prison: Mexican, black, and white cons. Just like that bitch explained, what was the name? Carlos Luque. Yeah, that's like. To make my plan work, I have to pressure the leader to each racial group to help me. The black leader is considered to be a con nicknamed Hawk. The white leader is Fang. And the Mexican are listening to the dude nicknamed Curver. Hey, where is Carlos? It's Curver. I need to negotiate each of the leaders and they will make all other inmates support the rebellion. Pretty soon I will destroy this place as well as all those who will try to stop me. Oh, nigga, damn, nigga. Negotiate with. So the negotiation I have to rise up, fast forward. So we finally success. Let's go. The first one on my list of the leader was the con named Hawk, a Tubby, who is said to have been quite powerful drug kingpin in the central part of the country. Hawk rather often walks around to the prison accompanied by the Jones and the Washington. And one more thing. According to the one dude, Hawk is collecting lighters. I suppose before offering this gun to take a part in my plan, it would be nice to bring him a small gift. I'll give him lighter, which he hasn't gotten yet. Pick up the lighter. Okay, alright. Okay, where the fuck is lighter? What is this? Man, lighter is expensive. Make a name of the lighter. I found a nice looking lighter made of stainless steel, but one lighter won't be enough, so please, Hawk. Enough to please Hawk. An idea. Okay, I have to create lighter. Alright then. There we go. Worked. I mean, get the present. Stall around the block. Alright. I found the black Hawk in the yard. He was accompanied by the toothless Washington. As usual, I come up them and start saying some bullshit if nothing happened. Hawk keeps silence, and Washington obviously didn't like me. Hey, Snow! White, show off, he said to me. Hey, Snow White, show off. Easy, bro, I replied to calm. Let me talk to Hawk in private. Washington looked at me. Hawk. The latter didn't say a word, but nodded. Washington shrugged his shoulder and went away. Look, Hawk, here's the thing, I started. Ah, shit. I told Hawk about what happened to one Stita. Hawk listened to me quietly, then said, I was there and saw everything with my own eyes. What do you want, Manson? I need your help. Turner murdered one Stita in front of the whole person, and he will get away with it unless we act. I said in a low voice. Tomorrow he will murder you or one of your people, and he will come off as being clean once again. Hawk kept silent. I was not sure whether he was listening to me. Okay, I was not sure he was listening to me. He kept listening. He was listening to me at all. I took out the lighter and gave it to Hawk. As a sign of our alliance, I said, I hope you will agree to help me. Hawk took off the lighter and looked at me. Are you in? Hawk said, there's a con rushing in the shoe for a month already. Named Paulson. You gotta Paulson out of there. I can't promise I'm gonna risk my ass for you, but I won't stand in your way either, deal? Deal. Hawk and I shook hands. Now I can count on most of East Castle black cones, and that's worth a lot in such undertaking like a trashing, a prison, but that's not good enough for rebellion. I've got to enlist the support of the other two mob bosses. Letter lost. 40% battery. I have to record this fast as I can. So let's do. Fang is the nickname of the inmates who runs the kitchen. Most of the white cone consider the Fang. Okay, I have to work in kitchen. Oh, I got the lighter back. What the fuck? That bitch just throw the lighter. Seems like it. My first task to cut the onions for soup. I wanted to please Fang so much I almost cut my finger. Having noticed the result of my efforts, Fang praised me, patted me on the shoulder. Looks like he's in good mood. I may try to talk to him. I decided not to pussyfoot around and suggest that the Fang and I had private talk. Fang led me to his closet. There was a few empty whiskey bottles in the corner. Spit out, he said. Spit out. What do you want, Manson? Said Fang. I was there and saw everything with my own eyes. I said to Fang. Turner was standing near me, watching one such a crook. This motherfucker must pay for what he did. I already enlisted the support of Black Cones, but without you and your guys, I won't be able to pull it off. I continue. Are you with me? Fang replied, every other cons here is stinky rat. It's neither Turner nor the warden who run to show here. It's Holland. He produced the drugs right here, inside the prison. You're protected by the powerful guys from the outside. You have no chance against him. Fang shook his head. No, dude. You have no idea what these people can do to you. I pass, he said. However hard I was trying to persuade Fang to help me, it was vain. When I went out to Fang's closet, I noticed some blonde guy hanging around. On seeing me and Fang, the blonde guy rushed to the exit. Fang whispered in my ear, that's Aaron, one of the Helden henchmen. He must hear of us. Now he will report everything to his boss. You have to stop him. That's the last thing I need now. If this rat snitches on me to Holland, my plan is ruined. I need to catch and stop Aaron. Shit. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Now then, I need to craft. I need bolts. Where I can get the bolts. As they say in prison, an X is always after a snitch. I needed to swat the rat named Aaron Smith so he wouldn't tell his boss about my plans. If I manage to take care of this Smith, other cons will understand that it's better not to cross me. Aaron is really fucking hard. Really, really hard. Fucking bitch. Fucking cocksucker. Fucking bitch. There we go. There we go. There we go. Never fucked up with me, bitch. Oh shit. That son of a bitch. Die, you cocksucker. There we go. I managed to beat the crap out of him, Smith, so well that he will hardly be able to talk in the nearest future. Now, East Castle is -1 rate. Having got done with Aaron, I noticed Fang, who was watching me from the end of the corridor. He was looking at me with respect. I suppose I should try to ask him for help once again. Ah, fudged. Oh, man. Okay, sign up for work first. Then, oh shit. And him, collect the debt. And then we go. Now I have to collect more, guys. Oh man, this is freaking hard. Now I have to collect more cigarettes. Ah shit. Okay, here we go. Sign up for work. And stroll around. Pick up some whiskey. The hell, man. And there we go. This way. Where's the bolt? There aren't any bolt. The hell, where's the haggler? Whiskey? Oh shit. I need 100. Oh, God damn it. Now I need to collect 100 cigarettes. Fast forward. Okay, so we got what we need. I grabbed the bottle of the whiskey I debugged and went directly to the Fang closet. I desperately need to persuade him to take a part in my rebellion, because without the support of white cones, my plan is doomed. Fang was sitting at desk studying the prison manual for the next week. Even pigs have a better diet than East Castle inmates. He uttered, administration reduced cost for food. We will soon be able to skin and bones. I took the bottle out of the whiskey of my shirt. On seeing the booze, Fang lit up and put 2 mugs on the table for the next couple of hours. Fang was complaining about his life, telling me that the life in East Castle became absolutely unbearable in recent times. Fang told me that one of his henchmen got him some Japanese figurine in the form of the cat. This figurine became my lucky charm. Manson, uttered the Fang, sipping from his mug. When I had it, life in prison seemed to be more or less tolerable. But then some creep sneaked into my closet and stole it, shouted Fang, and banged the desk. Since then, everything went wrong. A few days after figuring disappeared, one of my Mexicans finished the warden off. A couple days after Wiglet's murder, none of inmates was allowed to leave their cells, and neither food nor water was given to us. We were beaten up and thrown by shoe for any slip up. Continue, Fang. And as you can see, replied Fang helplessly, East Castle has turned into death camp. God damn it. Who knows, maybe if I had my lucky charm with me, everything could be different. Fang emptied his mug. He was already drunk. I took it slow and then started talking. I told Feng about my life, told him how my mother left me when I was a little baby, how I ended up in an orphan where I was abused as well as other children by freaking thugs headed by Garner. Then I told Feng how I got back at Garner. Feng listened to me very attentively. I noticed that his high fist clenched. Revenge is the best way to defend oneself, he said. And then I said to Feng, help me to get back at the Turner and destroy the East Castle. I'll work you. Feng started thinking. I will help you, he said finally, but you have to give me a promise that Turner won't walk out of here alive. I want to break his fucking neck with my own hands. I promise. We shook hands. Fang told me about his fellow nicknamed Scranny, who had a good connection of the outside grate. Fang and his people are on my side now. The only thing left is negotiate with Mexican. Okay, now negotiating this. Oh man, I have really low battery. I was walking in the yard and I saw the group of Mexicans playing basketball. I was watching them playing for some time. Soon I understood who their leader was, goon nicknamed Carver. I headed to Mexican. I greeted them loudly, but they didn't pay any attention. Carver, there's something I want to talk to you about, I said to Mexican goon. Let me talk to you in private. Carver looked at me with a grin. So talk, little fake. Other goons were looking at me with interest. There's a thing to discuss, fellas, I say. Black and white cons are already in. We are preparing rebellion. Our lives and freedom are at stake. Are you with us? Carver burst out laughing. If he heard the story about Deer and Hunter being told by Chewbacca. It's ain't joke. Don't be ridiculous, moron, said Carver. You aren't the Che Guevara. I am not gonna risk my ass for stupid idea for some white psycho. Having said that, Carver spit out in my direction and kept on playing basketball with his goons. I decided not to insist and went to myself. I won't be able to start rebellion without Mexican, but it turned out much more difficult to negotiate with Carver than I expected. Suddenly a Mexican appeared from doorstep to myself. Who are you? The Mexican sat down on a chair in front of me, took the photo of Sydney, my cellmate, girlfriend. Dexter left the girl photo on the table on the morning. I suppose he wouldn't be happy to know that some jerk tweeting the photo of his beloved. The cellmate's girlfriend. Oh, so Dexter take out the photo and give me the photo. I jumped to my feet and grabbed the photo from the Mexican hands. Easy, bro, smiled the cone. I come with peace. I keep silence, waiting for him to continue. A few months ago, we had a fight with Holland people, said the Mexican. Those white cones beat us half of the death, damn it. Since then, Carver doesn't want to get involved in any of squabbles. We are even not considered to be people anymore. What do you want? My guys are not happy. We need revenge, said Mexican. But nobody will go openly against Carvo. If you defeat Carvo on your own, then you'll be able to count on other Mexican support and gratitude. Having said that, Mexican winked at me and held out his hand to me. Seems like defeating Carvo is the only way to enlist the support of Mexicans. The Mexican smiled and said, Don't waste your time, me companion. The sooner you defeat Carvo, the sooner my bros will support you. And their support means a lot. Trust me. By the way, my name is Ketu. If your plan works, we will become good friends. When Geto went away, I started thinking over my further action. Carvo is the one of the most weak fighter in the prison. It's gonna be hard for me to defeat him. But I will get a new allies as a result. My choice is clear. I have to defeat Carvo. Let's go. I'm ready. During my stay in the prison, I bulked up pretty well, learned this thing for myself. Okay, attack the Carvo. Oh, fuck. Fudge. This Carvo bitch. This Carvo's freaking bitch. Ah, shit. Get him here. Hehe. I win. I made a Carvo plate for mercy. If you consult this pretty soon, rumors start spreading that Carvo was not a Mexican gang leader anymore. Sometime later, Gato showed up and told me that now all the Mexicans were listening to him and that they are ready to support the rebellion. Now, when I have the support of the majority of the cons, I need to develop a plan to pull off the rebellion. Oh man, this is awesome. This is really awesome. Ah, cool, man. Really awesome. Cool. Alright, that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this gameplay. Let me know what you guys think of this gameplay. Then I'm gonna be see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care, love you, Allah Hafiz, sayonara, and yeah, Pakistan Zindabad.